Namaste. Welcome to the Silver Review. Today we are having a conversation with Mrs. Rita Malhotra. This amazing lady is 95 years young. She is the mom of an acquaintance of mine, and I recently found out about her amazing achievements post what is typically considered your retirement age. So I've decided to interview her and try to gain some valuable insights for seniors on how to keep yourself actively engaged in your silver years. Namaste, Auntie.
Namaste. Nice to be with you.
Nice to meet you again. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for talking to me for this podcast. We want to introduce you. I would like you to introduce yourself in your own words.
Well, initially I studied in Lahore from
Okay.
my schooling. Then
Okay.
came out of that
Mhm.
Pakistan experience outside. And then I did my BA from Meerut University. And then got married, came to Jabalpur, where my husband was posted. And then I raised two girls.
Okay.
So when they started going to school, I started my psychology.
Masters in psychology.
I did masters in psychology.
Mhm.
Then we moved on to Jaipur. I started doing I got interested in attending some painting sessions with an artist there.
Mm-hmm.
Then what did I do? Then we moved on to Delhi.
Jaipur.
And Jaipur, I did the artist, met with an artist. I started learning some. Then we moved then my third daughter was born in Delhi.
Okay.
And I raised her when we were there when she was about 11.
Okay.
And my other daughter, second daughter, was getting married.
Okay.
And I filled up a form, but there was some interview about joining this British Council Commonwealth Scholarship. I filled up the form and then I went there in 1974. I did the course there.
In Scotland?
In Scotland. Murray House College of Education, Scotland.
Okay. How was your experience in Scotland in the 1970s?
Yeah, 74. Well, it was very good. I liked it very much. There was no trouble at that time.
Okay.
It was very fruitful experience, I think.
Okay.
So I actually I used to work with an NGO earlier for children with disability. And then I came back. It was an Okhla Center.
Okay.
So I was there. I was conducting some. Then I joined another organization. I joined for some time. It was a YMCA center.
Okay.
So that was again for children with disability.
Disabilities, okay.
And in 1980s, I moved to Pushpanjali and joined Amar Jyoti Charitable Trust, which is a big organization working that was again started by a friend of mine and joined that session. Yeah.
Okay.
It started I started a child guidance clinic there in their
Okay.
center,
Hmm.
and started the teacher training program in special education
Okay.
there. And it started that was with the help of, I got some scholarship from organization, NCRT. NCRT, I got some funds from NCRT for 6 years, and we
Okay.
started the teacher training program there.
Okay. Teacher training for
For
handling special children.
for teachers with special education, to work with children with special needs,
Okay.
or disabled and mentally challenged, or
Okay.
that's
That's really truly inspirational. Please tell me about what made you pursue a PhD, which I believe you completed at the age of 70.
yeah. I started working with a friend of mine, and she used
Uh-huh.
to refer me as as Dr. Dr. Rita. So I
Okay.
felt embarrassed because I hadn't done PhD. I had just done a
Okay.
master's in psychology and special education. So I prepared a session application with the NCRT
Mm-hmm.
for doing some research, and carried out the research. And then an professor told me, "Do you want to do a PhD? I'll guide you." From
Okay.
Purvanchal University,
Okay.
Bhubaneswar University.
Okay.
Though professor, he helped me through.
Uh-huh.
So I didn't register. Then he registered me in Purvanchal University. And
Okay.
3 years I completed the PhD program there and
Okay.
got a certificate there.
Amazing. Amazing. So now you are truly Dr. Rita Malhotra.
Pardon? No. Yeah, if you call me that. But now I'm out of it, so I don't
Okay.
refer myself as that.
Okay. That's truly humble, Auntie. I don't think anybody who has achieved as much as you will be so humble as to not introduce themselves as PhD. I know I won't. That's very interesting. Uh, I understand that you, apart from all your professional achievement and your education, you also have a lot of interests that you have pursued,
Yeah.
like playing the keyboard and art. Can you tell me what made you pursue these things and how are you learning these things?
Being going on, becoming older, I started thinking that I should start using my left hand. So I
Okay.
started using to play a keyboard. It was
Okay.
just for using my left hand I started playing. I used to play sitar, so I had a little idea about
Okay.
this thing. Then for some time, for I
Okay.
think 2 3 years, I tried to practice and do something, but didn't go very much beyond that.
Okay. But that's really good. It's what they say about making new neural connections when you try to
Yeah.
do things with your non-dominant hand. Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's a really good idea. I mean, I'm sure it will be useful for other seniors. The whole point of making this podcast is so that people can learn from what you have done to keep your mind alert and active at
Yeah.
your age. So that's really cool. Uh, Please tell me about your art journey.
Art journey started with my college times. That's why I was in college doing my BA.
Okay.
So I was interested in painting. I just copied from one magazine. I
Okay.
just copied a painting
Okay.
by a senior artist who was in a Kalyan magazine.
Okay.
It was in that Kalyan magazine. So my father, senior engineer there, some artist came to meet him for his own professional work. I don't know what. So
Okay.
my father used to, he just showed me painting to him. Just, he wanted to encourage me to do, he used to also encourage my sister who used to write
Sure.
poems, something. So just for encouragement, he just showed it. And the artist said, I'll come and teach her. So he
Okay.
started coming every twice a week, sometimes every week. So he
Okay.
started coming and he trained me to do water painting. So washed color,
Watercolors. Okay.
watercolors in a washed style.
Oh, okay.
It was a very,
Okay. Okay.
so I did that. But then I did all that study and everything. And then we moved to
Then
Japan.
life happened.
Yeah.
Life happened.
Yeah, life happened. And what did I do? Then I started working. When I was working in the Amajoti Charitable. Initially, I worked with the YMCA organization, in Okla Center, then YMCA organization, and then joined Okla this year, Amajoti. And my third
So I
daughter
believe
was going.
you started pursuing art again now after COVID. Is that right?
After COVID, I think so. Sitting at
Yeah.
home. I started
Okay.
playing cards with a friend, but then I
Okay.
just thought of, no, my daughter took me to some painting class. Monica took
Okay.
me. There was a
Okay.
group. She was using acrylic paints. So I had never
Okay.
used acrylic paints earlier.
Okay. Okay.
So after that, I started a little bit, and then she approved of it.
Okay.
So I started doing it more and more
Okay.
paintings. That's become a hobby now. Every day I start something.
Nice. Amazing. So I believe that you also have a so-called pen name for your paintings. You use a special name for your paintings.
Because that was my maiden name,
Okay.
Prem Sioni. That was my maiden name. After
Okay.
marriage, because my uncle-in-law,
Okay.
that was Rita Malhotra's father,
Okay.
his name was Premchand Malhotra, Premchand. So
Okay.
I wasn't supposed to call my chachi said, no, please change your name. I can't call you, otherwise I'll keep on calling you Bahu, Bahu, which I didn't like. So they changed my name to Rita.
Okay.
So then when I did my master's, then I had to change my name also. I got my name also changed for my
Certificate.
psychology.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. But now you are reclaiming your maiden name because that's the
For
identity you
painting.
want to do
Otherwise,
painting.
for paintings, I use Prema.
Very nice. It's very empowering that yes, you are reclaiming your uh, original identity.
Yeah.
Okay. Auntie, please tell me a little bit more about your typical day. What do you do every day when do you wake up?
Well, I've been doing some meditation. I think that was my habit in the very
Okay.
beginning, actually
Okay.
introduced by my elder sister, who was always
Okay.
a guide to me.
Okay.
So I do meditation, and I joined this heartfulness meditation center.
Okay.
There was some group here, they introduced, had did three-day session here. Then I started this heartfulness meditation center. Then every day, morning, evening, I have some session. I do
Okay.
meditation. timings are fixed for me. I normally keep those timings.
Okay. So, what does the meditation involve? Does it involve breathing exercises or some sort of light yoga?
Yeah, like yoga also. Actually, I joined Monica does some yoga sessions. So I joined some exercises which keep me busy. And I do morning, I do some walking in the morning.
Okay. Okay. Amazing. Uh, I understand that you also are taking online classes for Sanskrit and Bhagavatam.
Yeah, that I do. Joined for 3, I think, after yoga, after during COVID time.
Okay.
I think for 3 years I joined the Sanskrit for Vedanta teaching.
Okay.
Now that course has been completed, but they're still going on some other classes.
Okay.
Still want to join some Vedanta classes. I've joined already 3
Very nice.
2 sessions.
Super. So, how do you find online classes? Have you always been very used to you doing things online, or how was the?
No, I wasn't. I think it was introduced to me. My daughter,
Okay.
granddaughter,
Okay.
she introduced to me to use this. And
Use devices.
in iPad. I use the
Okay.
iPad.
Okay. How do you like using iPads? How is it?
iPad I use. I was actually using it for sending messages also, but now I use for Scrabble playing, other things, and I listen to all the podcasts.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Please listen to my podcast also. What would be an advice that you would give to seniors to keep their mind active? Piece of advice that you would give.
The most important thing I would like everybody to be positive.
To be positive.
Start and just keep doing something we feel interested in. Stop grudging, and that's the main thing I think. And keep on positive and thinking about some positive.
Yes. That's truly a good message, the right message. Also, I feel a lot of people when they spend a lot of time thinking about negative things, it leads to them.
Means past reference, something wrong happened earlier. You keep on thinking about that. So just forget about that. Go forward. Go on.
Absolutely right. And at this age, do you find that you are able to grasp things as well as you used to in the when you were younger?
Not really now. Forget what I was speaking. So it's not that. Yeah, otherwise I used to speak. I used to take classes and all that, and I was quite active now. And I think at my age.
Okay. I believe that you were actively engaged in your work until 2019. Is that correct?
Yeah. Certainly.
Okay. Do you think that has helped you in keeping keeping your mind sharp?
Yes, certainly. Because I used to stay quite very near the work place there, the charitable trust. So I used to go there every day. I used to drive and go there. I was driving myself. I didn't have a driver, but then later on I kept a driver. When
amazing.
My legs, when I had my knee surgeries, then I kept my driver.
Okay.
So I used to go there every day. That was quite from 81 to probably 19. I was involved with that organization for quite some time. I started the teacher training program, child guidance clinic. So it was quite an active involvement there.
Amazing. I think that's what has kept you, mentally and physically young. Because I have great admiration for you to find that, that energy to do what you're doing, at 95.
Yeah.
So I pray to God that He gives you a lot of good health, many more years of good health, and so you can keep achieving more. Thank you so much. I'm sure listening to you will be a good inspiration, and people will follow your guidance on how to lead an active life. So you're keeping your mind and body healthy. Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today. That was the amazing Dr. Rita Malhotra. She certainly has had a fantastic career, but I think what comes out as a single message through this interview is that having a positive mindset and being open to trying new things, that is the way to make sure that you maintain a healthy mind and body in your elder years. It's been a pleasure bringing you this podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave comments, share it with your friends, and follow our channels. Please let us know in the comments what kind of content you would like to see here, what kind of people you would like to interview here.